Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My wife and I were small business owners, and we were Subchapter S corporations. So I understand how raising taxes on businesses and people earning over $250,000 will have a direct effect on small business. And since I'm here, I'm a freshman, all we've talked about was jobs and how we create jobs. And there's not a better committee than this committee right here. When we talk about putting Americans back to work, 7 out of 10 jobs are created by small business. So I understand how overregulation and uncertainty affects small business. My question is to Mr. Walker. Can you please provide more details about the impact of Congress constantly reauthorizing expiring provisions of the tax code on your small business?
It was evident in this last session when it was unknown whether the current regulations were going to be extended. Many small business owners sat on the sideline, and many budding entrepreneurs sat on the sideline simply waiting to see what was going to happen. We saw a downturn in any movements, pretty much any movements of businesses transitioning ownership, and new ones coming in. So when the regulations are constantly changing, long-term planning becomes essentially impossible. And a small business owner, if they can't get their hands around it, they will sit idle, and it happens. So it's a negative to the economy when that goes on.
So you would agree that passing a tax code for 1 year, 2 years, an extension of 1 or 2 years is not really doing anything to remove the uncertainty that small businesses are looking for to be able to invest and create jobs. And I'm going to follow that up with the environment that we've created here in Washington with the overregulation and the uncertainty and government-run health care, all the obstacles that small businesses look at. Do you believe that we are stopping the entrepreneurial spirit of America right now by our own doing here in Washington?
I know for a fact that by not allowing extensions or regulations to be for periods of 8 years and 10 years, and by not having that, it does not motivate people to be willing to expose themselves to the kinds of debt and the risks it takes to really spur small business development. I know that for a fact. So yes, doing these 1 and 2 year things are good for short-term savings, tax deductions, but they don't solve long-term planning needs.
Thank you. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.